Hi guys, it's Zilla back again. I thought I'd do a quick video giving you an update on the HTC U Ultra that was just announced today by HTC themselves. Let's get the elephant in the room out first. Let's talk about the big topics about this phone. The looks. What do you guys think of the looks? Let me know in the comments below. The back to me looks like an S7 Edge. Quite badly it looks like, with the square camera and the way the flash and the laser autofocus is placed. Looks very Samsung like, with all that glass as well. And the front looks just like an LG V20. And that's not just me saying it. There's a lot of you guys out there saying the same thing. You're saying HTC are not being innovative enough. They're just copying other people. Fair enough. But then look at the flip side. What can you do with a rectangular slab? You're not going to make a circular phone. You're not going to make a rectangular phone. What are you going to do? The cameras are always going to be placed either the top corner of a device or sort of lower mid or sort of upper mid of the device. There isn't much you can do in the looks department. Yes, they could have been a bit more creative in my opinion. But I quite like the looks of the phone. I'm not disappointed by the looks. I think it looks quite attractive. So what do you guys think? What do you think of the looks? Give me a shout out down below. I'd like to get your feedback. Second is the price. $749. No way. No way is this gonna sell for $749. That's what I'm hearing. Too expensive. Too expensive. I'll tell you why. You look at April's coming up and all the big boys, and I mean all the big boys, they're going to be releasing their flagship devices. LG, Samsung, they're releasing their Snapdragon 835 chipset phones. They're going to be killer device. Well, the Samsung S8 Edge will, Plus or whatever you want to call it. That'll be killer. I don't know about the LG G6. So, releasing a phone, and I think the release date is March on this, with an 821 chipset a month before, that's dangerous. You've got to get the pricing right. I have received an email from HTC, and they're offering me the device at, well, pre-order of £584. At that price, I can live with it. I'll tell you why. It's going up against things like the Huawei Mate 9, which is 600. It's going up against things like the Asus Zenfone 3 Deluxe series. It's going up against things like the LG V20. I'm talking about UK prices here, guys. And the prices I paid for devices that I imported. So it's going up against those devices. You've got the OnePlus 3T, which is £100 less for the 128 gig version. But the camera's not as good on the OnePlus, and the screen's definitely not going to be as good on the OnePlus. That's just fact, guys. Fact. So I think they're looking at it as a sort of a upper mid-range device. I think that's how they're looking at it. I also think that they keep the 835 Snapdragon for the HTC 11. Remember that phone, guys? No one's hearing anything about it. I hope this U Ultra is not the new HTC flagship. Now, but for £584, I think that's a pretty competitive price. I think that's quite good. Now, a few facts that no one else has really mentioned that much. It's running an 821 Snapdragon processor, but it's the 2.15 gigahertz version, which is not the overclock version. Now, why have they done that? I think they've used the lower speed version simply because they've only put in a 3000 milliamp hour battery into this device. Now, with a screen that's 5.7 inches in diameter, diagonally, that is not a lot. They'll have to have optimized their software really well, and I mean really well, for that to be effective. Otherwise, you're going to be running to the Quick Charge 3.0 to charge the phone all the time. The screen is not Super AMOLED either, which is a disappointment because they made the Pixel they could have put a Super AMOLED screen into the U Ultra, but they haven't. What they've done is put an IPS 5, I think, display, LCD display, which is Gorilla Glass 5, I believe, curved glass. Let me just check my cheat sheet. I don't want to give you guys the wrong impression or wrong information. This is direct from HTC, by the way, this cheat sheet I'm talking about. So let's have a look. Display is 5.7 inch Quad HD, 513 pixels per inch, Super LCD 5, Gorilla Glass 5 with curved edge, and that's the 64 gig version. There's also a special version, limited edition one, which is using sapphire glass, and that's a 128 gig version, which is nice. I would have preferred AMOLED, but their IPS screens are not bad. The LCD screens are not bad to me. The cameras are good specs on them as well. Let's talk about the main camera at the back. It's 12 megapixels. We're using the ultra pixel technology. It's got laser focus, optical image stabilization, an aperture of 1.8, sapphire lens. It's got dual tone LED flash, face detection, auto HDR, panorama, slow-mo video at 720p at 120 frames per second, 4K video recording with 3D audio, and so on. And the front camera is 16 megapixel with the ultra pixel mode, but there's no OIS on the front camera, on the selfie camera, but it can record video at 1080p. So that's nice. The cameras, I think, will be pretty good, because especially they're using the ultra pixel technology. They're not bad cameras in the HTC 10, so I think that's a win there for them. Whether it's in the top realm of phone cameras, time will tell. Until I get the phone in hand, I don't know. But it will still be in the top 10, I personally think. And it's got Quick Charge 3.0. And there's two versions. There's a 64 gig, as I said, or 128 gig, with 4 gigs of RAM on board as well. And it can take a micro SD card up to 2 terabytes. Now, what it says here is, and I don't know if this means it's a dual SIM capable of what. I don't know if you can see that there. It says use SIM 2 right there. I don't know if you'll get focus on that. Use SIM 2 for the memory card. So I don't know if that means it's a dual SIM or what, but it's there, it's written there. So specs wise, for me, it's not a bad little device. I'll say little, it's quite big. I think it looks quite nice. I'm not sure about the camera hump on the back. But for under 600, I think that's a good buy. I think it's a good buy. Its main rival is going to be the Mate 9 at that price point. We're not looking at the S8 or the S8 Plus. That's a different league of phone altogether. What do you guys think of the specs in that? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I'm interested to get your feedback. It's also got the dual speaker setup like the HTC 10. So one up there in the earpiece and one at the bottom, which I don't mind. I quite like that. And remember, it's all glass now as well, rather than an industrial metal design. So they really, I think they're out of their comfort zone on this one. But I think it's about time they got out of their comfort zone. They need to. They're going to get stale. Do you think this is a phone that will boost HTC back up the ladder? I don't know, I'm dubious. For me, it's all about the price. $750, I can't see it selling that much. I mean, here's some shots right there. You see that camera hump. It's a bit off-putting, that camera hump, but I don't mind. It's not too bad. Oh, and it's got the secondary display at the top there, like the LG V20, like a ticker display that goes across. Did they copy LG from the V20? I don't know if it's a copy or how long they've had this in development. It looks like a copy to me. It really does. but it will have great sound quality. It will have great headphone output. There's no 3.5mm either. You're gonna have to use the headphones that are supplied in the box or get an adapter. But they are pretty good, HTC, when it comes to sound quality in their devices. Camera's pretty good. I wish they'd put a bigger battery in personally, and I wish they would have then used the overclock version of the 821 Snapdragon. That's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Share this video with others, because I'm pretty sure HTC needs all the help they can get. And also, people need to know what the real facts are about the device before they buy it. It's fact, you know. You need to. Now let's talk about if HTC wants to succeed going forward, especially with this device. Yes, HTC, I'm looking at you. All you guys watching me, I want you to share and like this video in all your social media, and make sure you send it to HTC themselves, because this is for you guys out there in the UK, Europe, the rest of the world. You know who I'm talking about. Anyone with a HTC 10 who's not in the States, where's our Android 7.0 update? Where is it? Why have you not got an answer for us? What's going on? It's now being released in the carriers, in the States, on the carrier HTC 10s. This is an unlocked HTC 10, which I bought from HTC directly, but there's still no update to 7.0 on this. My S7 Edge is getting the latest update to 7.0 today. But I've been running the beta, but it's officially launched today. So what's going on? Where is it? I think as HTC as a company is pretty much okay, I think. But I think there's certain branches that need to be called out. And I think HTC UK, you're one of those branches. Because you never ever give us answers, and you always wiggle out one way or another. I've seen plenty of people on my Twitter, G+, Facebook, all complaining to HTC UK and in Europe, asking the same thing, where's 7.0 for my HTC 10? Where is it? They get no replies. Most of these people are not getting any replies from you, HTC. What's going on? Why is there such a hold up releasing that in the rest of the world? Do you not care about us? Because I tell you something. You're losing a lot of customers, loyal fans, in and around Europe and in the UK, because you do not deliver on your promises. Where is the update? Does anyone know? I've asked HTC directly myself. They don't reply. They've got no answer. Is our money less important than in the States? You tell me. So guys, all of you watching this, retweet this, share it on all your social media. Make sure HTC sees this video, because it's about time they see what this silence is causing. And if you want to be successful in the future, HTC, not just in America but globally, you need to look after all your customers, all your fans equally. Apple releases their updates for all their devices globally at the same time. Google do the same thing with Pixel at the same time. Why can you not do the same thing? I do not know. Anyway, guys, sorry about that little rant at the end, but I thought I felt it needs to be said. What are your opinions on the Ultra U? Let me know in the comments below. What is your thoughts about HTC's silence when it comes to Android 7.0? Let me know in the comments below. And as usual, this is TechZilla, your guy. No BS, 100% keeping it real. And if you want me to pick up a U Ultra, let me know in the comments below, and I'll pick one up if I can. I'll review it, give you my honest opinion, so you guys know whether it's worth your money or not. Anyway, this is TechZilla saying have a good day, take care, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.